Interpersonal intelligence. Hello, welcome to the Futurist Mindset and with Reagan Rodriguez and Fifth Avenue Capital. My name is Tessa. I'm going to introduce you to Reagan. He's a futurist that teaches stratosphere wealthy legacy families how to become impact investors. So hello, Reagan.
Hello, Tessa. How are you doing on this afternoon?
I'm good. How is everything for you?
I'm doing better than I deserve.
Perfect. Well, interpersonal intelligence. I'm very curious because I really don't know much about this topic. So tell me more.
Well, I want to kind of go over a little bit about what we talked on last week and just expand on it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, for those of you that are listening, yesterday I sent Tessa an email with the image, if you guys see the image that's on the front. And she said, do you still want to do that one? Because it's similar to the one last week. It was also an image of wind turbines, but on water. And I thought, okay, I just happen to really love wind turbine. I mean, the actual turbines, I think they look really sexy. They just do when you see them. So then I thought, okay, I'll think of something else. So you might look at that image and say, what the heck does that mean? Well,
Right.
I just had Tessa, I just kind of sent her an email and said, this is kind of the bullet point on what that image means. So if people are curious, they can see it. So when you get a chance or when you think it's appropriate, maybe just
yes, I will put that in the chat.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So let me just go ahead and get started now. Okay.
Perfect.
So I want to talk about interpersonal intelligence. And interpersonal intelligence is being intentional around the style of the people that you're speaking to, the audiences that you're speaking to. It's not about you. So after I focus on myself and I build that, it's very easy to allow arrogance or cockiness to happen because I've worked myself off. I have this great confidence. And now I realize what I want to accomplish, but it's not to be celebrated and be so significant in it. It's about building that energy so that you can give that quality away. That's what I want to do. I don't want to make all of this food not to have guests. It's for them. I need to go out and get that rapport, not assume the rapport, but create the rapport. Now, what is rapport? It means you like me, you trust me, and you respect me. Trust, like, and respect. Those are the three things I'm after. And I can get those three at some level by changing my style, by developing that interpersonal confidence and that expression, and then giving all of that away. Mm-hmm. And it makes them feel uplifted. I want my people to say, I like me better about myself with your leadership style, even if I'm down, right? I think you're really good about that, Tessa. People always walk away feeling better than they did before. Yeah, that's a quality you have. Yeah. So even if I have hiccups, we can still bounce back. And that's what interpersonal will prove for you. Also, with interpersonal intelligence, it's identifying the different styles. So think about one of the greatest qualities is questions. Questions control focus. So when I think of the type of questions that I can ask to really control focus, think about this. If I said, go do this, what would happen if instead we tried something different and you attempted this? Or let's look at this way. See, it's different when you ask a question because it controls your mind, right? Your mind has to listen when you say, I have a question. Mm-hmm. It's powerful when you do that, and then people listen and they focus. So use that more. So what are some questions that are empowering ones that you could use? What if I just allowed you to get it done the way you know how, or the way you wanted to get it done, just as long as you have it done by this time? See, that's an empowering question. Remember a time when you were in a great state. When was the last time that you felt so much confidence, so much enthusiasm? Tell me about that time. That's a possibility question, right? What if we tried it this way? What if we did it this way? What if are possibility questions? And that fires people up. That brings in creativity, right? Or what if you wanted to do more of a problem solving question, right? Think about that. How are we going to make that happen? How are we going to take this to the next level? How are we going to get past this? There's always a way with the amazing team. What's the solution? Oh, we have a problem. Now let's focus on the solution. 10% on the problem and then 90% on the solution. You want to always get there. Not why did this happen? Why are we falling apart? Why did you guys do this? That's just a waste of time. Why? Because we suck, or the market is bad, or no one's buying, or no one's, you get my point, that you're going down a spiral. So stay away from why questions when you're leading. The only why question you want to ask is a purpose question around the vision. Why do you want that vision for yourself? Why do you want to be successful? Why do you want to get to this outcome? That's the only questions you want to ask. Other than that, why goes way too far. And a lot of people sometimes say to me, no, Reagan, I need to know why so that I can fix it. And I say, no, that's bull. You're going to focus on the wrong things. You're going to go down a rabbit hole because a lot of the times you will never know why. So be careful about that. So think about this. What is the vision teaching us by bringing us this challenge, right? So I'm creating a vision for my new fund dealing with trees. Will be, as I was telling Tessa before this, all I'm doing right now is kind of a pre-frame, almost like a dress rehearsal for when I'm launching my new fund. Let me get back to what I was saying. How as a team can we overcome that? How can we grow, right? Study questions. You can go deeper. Think about beautiful, great questions. This is what Socrates used more than any other way of communicating, is asking questions to really get people to what? Think about themselves so that they can develop their own interpersonal communication by observing and thinking and going into possibility. You know, when you think about going into the categories of deception, and we didn't talk about the stressed achiever. And it's very important that if you're a stressed achiever as a leader, as a fund manager, you've got to look at that. Because again, see a lot of leaders that they say, let me just stress, threaten, intimidation. Let me use urgency and panic because it worked for me. I've tried it the other way. And what I've noticed is people listen. They listen when I come in crazy. Yeah, but it's not sustainable. If you want to grow, then that style is not going to serve you. It's going to end up having you're going to then have to do more and more. And then when you operate that way, you got to use more stress, more pain, more urgency. It burns you out. And pretty soon it doesn't work on your people. After a while, they know you and they're not going to be afraid. They're going to lose.
It burns them out.
If you live by the sword, I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, I just said it burns them out too. So even if it is burning you out, it's burning your team out to be in this stressed environment. You're more than likely going to have turnover because of that.
These are things that come kind of natural to you, Tessa. I have to kind of learn from trial and error. You know? So thank you for bringing that up, though. Yeah. Some people think they have to be intense, right? Almost constipated in life. They think they got to be cut. That's not what it is. It's about your performance. It's about your activity, your consistency, your enthusiasm, your passion. That's what's working, but you're putting stress on it. And the stress is tricking you into believing that that's what's working. That's not the part that's working. It's like putting 50 pounds on your shoulders and still achieving. You take that stress off. You're going to get there faster. You're going to have more quality time. This is a tough one for people because the ultimate performer realizes that there are so many styles. People will do more when there's enjoyment, when there's passion, when there's constant coaching and support, when there's game, when there's gaming aspect to it, when they're rewarded all the way through the process of growing or delivering at a very high level. And see, what my job is to make sure that I'm constantly reminding them, what you focus on, you find. What you focus on grows. What you focus on seems real. And ultimately, what you focus on, you become. So my job is to get them focused on what's going to support them. A focused team on outcomes with a leader that's acting as the ultimate performer, is as a leader switching roles to achieve what they need to do to get them motivated so that they can develop their own interpersonal intelligence, so that they can also develop their own frame and internal motivation around the vision. Choose to be a leader, and with that responsibility is fulfillment. I think that's it. Can you see why I wanted to kind of teach on this? Because it was kind of what we went over the other week, and I wanted to explain a little more.
It's very good. It's very good. I wish that some of my the companies that I work with would do this internally, because I think that would make a lot healthier environment for sure.
Look, I kind of minister to myself when I'm doing these, and I learn from this as well. So this is helping me with launching my new fund that I'll be launching soon, that Tessa's working on the website. I sent her a cheese. Things are looking good on it. So I'm really excited when we launch this. Anything you want to mention?
No, I think there was a ton of value in this show for sure. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, all right. Well, then if you guys have any questions, of course, you can go to Fifth Avenue Capital. The link for the website is in the chat. You can hit the bell to get notifications when we go live, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you so much.